What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and on today's video I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the goals scored in the match between Real Madrid and Manchester City. We're going to be talking about the goals, seeing if they were scored due to good team play, good moves, or poor defending. Without further ado, let's get into the video, and this is the first goal scored by Mbappe. So Asensio gets the ball here from Bellingham. City are in a 4-4-2 shape, flat for midfield, for backline. Nothing really dangerous in this situation. One thing that I will focus on is Mbappe's positioning here in between the two centre backs. As you can see, this centre back hasn't got an eye on him, but this centre back does. But what Mbappe does well here is that he times this run beautifully, because earlier on in the season he was getting caught offside a lot from this kind of positions, running too early. He was very eager to get in between get behind the defender, and with his pace, he doesn't need to do that. If he times his run perfectly, is going to outpace almost every single defender. So I'm going to give him credit for the timing of his run, and what a lovely ball from Raul Asensio. So in this frame, you can see that he's watching the ball. He's got his eyes on the ball here, and this defender is tight on him, and this defender is kind of following, just watching to see where the ball bounces. But this defender makes one big mistake. He tries to header the ball rather than just following Mbappe and just kind of like shepherding him away from the ball. Kind of using his body to get in the way. But instead, he tries to header the ball. He misses the ball, and that gives Mbappe just a little bit of a second to be able to get a shot off. So that was poor defending from this defender here, because he really shouldn't be trying to header the ball like that unless you know for sure you're going to get it. And then also here after the first bounce, what the hell Ederson is doing here. He's kind of caught in no man's land. I think it was Ederson that was in goal. It was either Ederson or the other second keeper. But either way, the keeper is caught in no man's land here. Look at the distance between him and the goal, and he's nowhere near enough to Mbappe to be able to make a challenge, maybe win this header. So that kind of gives Mbappe like a lot of room to aim for, and Mbappe kindly obliges and chips the ball over his head. And take nothing away from Mbappe, this was a brilliant finish, because it was very difficult with the ball coming over the head and with the defender behind your back. But what a brilliant finish by Mbappe for this goal. I think this goal was just it kind of came out of the blue. I can't really blame the poor defending for this. I know this defender makes a mistake, but this was just a long punt over the top, and sometimes you get caught out with those. So I can't really say it was a poor defending, and I can't really say it was a brilliant play, but it was a lovely ball from Asensio overall. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next goal. Okay, so this goal starts with Rodrigo getting the ball here and playing the ball into Valverde. Here you can see that City's kind of stretched here. Like there is a huge gap here, and look at the amount of space Bellingham has here. Like this, you can tell that this is very just poor marking, poor defending from City, because like look at the size of the gap I'm after drawing around Bellingham here. And in terms of numbers, if we look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3, 4. As I've said previously on other videos, the attacking team should never have the same number, and especially not more than the defending team, because that always puts the defending team at an advantage. Because a player like Vini could easily exploit all this space here. Never mind, you have Mbappe and Bellingham in this situation. This is just poor tracking back from the City team. You have 1, 2, 3 players from Manchester City here who are just kind of doing nothing, not making the effort to get back. So when the ball comes into Bellingham here, you can see that the space around him has gotten tighter, which is what you want. You don't want that much space for the attacking player. But as you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3 City players kind of watching the ball and not paying attention to what's going on behind them. And you have Vini and Mbappe against two center backs. Again, this is very, very poor. This player should really be making a run, busting his guts to get back. This is Marmoush. He should be busting his guts to get back. And he should definitely also be trying to get onto Bellingham to try and, win a tackle, maybe draw a foul. But you shouldn't be letting Bellingham take this ball, giving him plenty of time to pick his head up and pick out a pass. And this is what comes to bite City in the ass, so to speak. So now Bellingham plays a lovely ball to Vini. And like I said, now you've isolated Vini one-on-one with the centre back. And now look, you have four City players in the clump here, completely making no effect on the play. You have, I think that's Gundogan. He's getting on in age, but he's way too late to be getting back to affect the play here. And here you have Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vini against two centre backs. You have 3v2 in this situation, and there was only ever one way this was really going to end because these are three of the best attacking players in the world and against two very slow centre backs. Back when City had Walker, he might be able to come in and make a tackle just because of his space, but City are really lacking that right now in the team. Again, then Vini plays a lovely ball in here to Rodrigo. Rodrigo was actually kind of a bit slow getting onto this ball because ideally Rodrigo should have taken a touch onto that ball, and look at the gap because of the run Mbappe was making out here and this centre back following Vini. If Rodrigo had been a little bit quicker and taken the touch, he's completely through one-on-one on goal. But he's a bit slow getting onto the ball, but he still manages to get the ball through to Mbappe for the goal. Now, because of that poor touch from Rodrigo to not be able to control that ball earlier, when the ball finally comes to Mbappe, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Manchester City players around him. Like, this is a very, very tight space, but this is what separates the top players from everyone else because when Mbappe gets this ball, his control was fantastic. The way he was able to shift his body, shift his momentum, turn the defender inside out just to get the shot off. That's something that, top players do. And even though there was 6 players around him, the problem is once you have a player like Mbappe in this area in the box, you can't touch him. This defender can't make a tackle. This defender can't make a tackle. He can't make a tackle. He can't make a tackle. So even though there's 6 players, and he's definitely not getting anywhere near the ball. So even though there's 6 players here, the only one that can really do anything to stop Mbappe is this player. And Mbappe does a nice fake shot, comes in, gets the shot off, and it's a goal. Overall, this was definitely horrible defending on the part of Manchester City. The midfield just did not make an effort to get back in time to, close down the space, close down the passing angles, They isolated the centre back with Vini, which you really don't want to be doing that. You want to be having 2 people on Vini, 3 people on Vini. But yeah, this was definitely poor defense by Man City. Although even the play to get the goal was still good, but the defending was just absolutely horrible. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next goal. Okay, so this goal starts with Bellingham receiving the ball in this area. And here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty much all the Man City players are behind the ball. And it's funny that you should say that because even though there's 10 people behind the ball, look at the amount of space Mbappe has here. Like, I wouldn't even say Mbappe because if we're talking about a player, trying to create width, which it's really difficult when the player is staying really wide to mark it because let's say the fullback goes out, you're leaving a big gap in here. But Mbappe is not even that wide in this picture, but he's in acres of space here and there's just not one player. And you can see Ake look, you can literally see Ake pointing for someone to get out to him, man. Look, none of them. What is he looking at? What is he looking at? He's maybe thinking the ball's going out to Valverde, but you're not anywhere near him to be able to tackle him. He's putting zero pressure on the ball. He's also looking, I guess, here, and there's just a lack of awareness from any of these Man City players in this position. You have two people here doing what I will never know. So yeah, Mbappe just has acres of space out here. And look, when this ball comes out to Valverde, he still has acres of space. Again, if I'm able to draw this large of a circle around a player on the football pitch, especially this close to the opposition goal, you know he has acres of space. I don't know what he's putting his hand out for. What is he trying to call? Is he giving up because no one is on him? But look, you have 1, 2, 3 City players here in the line, and not one of them is on him. And it's actually Foden that tries to get out on him here, even though Foden isn't even playing anywhere near this, because I'm pretty sure Foden is playing on the right wing. So the question is, was it Marmoush that was supposed to be playing on the left wing? Where is he? You know, who's the fullback for City? How does Mbappe have this much fucking space? I will never know. Now, when the ball comes to Mbappe, now Foden tries to get close to him. But again, you're isolating one of the quickest player, one of the trickiest player in world football, one-on-one with a guy that's not even a defender. This player, he's just watching. He has no interest in getting back here to, because what really should be happening here is Foden should be going down the line to block Mbappe, and this player should be coming here to stop Mbappe from cutting in. So if Mbappe goes down the line, he has Foden to deal with. If he tries to cut in, he has this player to deal with. But he makes zero effort. We may as well just rub him out because he's useless. Zero effort to get involved in the play. Leaves Foden one-on-one with Mbappe. Now, this has been a problem for us all season. If Mbappe does decide to take it down the line, there's no one in the box to hit. Look, Rodrigo's all the way out here. There's no one occupying the centre backs, no one making a run in between the centre backs, and Vini's all the way out here. So Mbappe doesn't really have any options here. But again, when you're one of the best players in the world, and I've had my fair share of criticism from Mbappe when at the start, he started really poor, but he's really starting to find his form, and when credit where credit's due, if a player's doing well, you have to give him the credit. Again, look, how many seconds has passed and this player is still not fucking get off his lazy fucking ass to fucking come in here to fucking try and double up on Mbappe. Again, I don't understand how you're a professional at this top level and you don't understand this simple concept that you don't give players like Mbappe this much space and time. Teams like Atletico Madrid understand this. Teams like Barcelona understand this. They make sure to either double up on him or to time their lines very well to make him run offside. But you don't give him this much space and this much time and let him one-on-one with a guy that's not even a defender. And, there's nothing really any of these guys could do because they're trying to hold their line. You can see Rodrigo's thinking of making a run in here, which would be good because if he does, this player is likely to follow him, which gives Bellingham space to drift in here. But that doesn't happen. So Mbappe does a simple step over to come inside of Foden, and look how much space he has to take a shot. Like, again, this player is still nowhere near the ball, and these guys are crowding Rodrigo because they're probably thinking Mbappe is going to try and slot him in or pass the ball. Foden puts in, again, this is what happens when you're not a defender, but what you want to be doing in this situation is showing Mbappe on the outside. Yes, he's coming inside, it'd be going outside on his stronger right foot, but you're giving him an infinitely more difficult job to do to try and beat the keeper with his foot on the outside. And not only that, there's no one for him to hit in the box. Look, there's no one in this area. So if you push him on the outside and he crosses it in, you know that one of these guys is going to mop it up, and if he decides to take a shot, your keeper is well positioned to make a save because either he beats him on the near post or there's a very tight angle on the right post to hit for a ball. So either your keeper makes a save, or Mbappe misses the target, but no, you let him cut inside on Foden and look at the amount of space he has to get off his shot, and yeah, that's this was again very, very, very poor defending, especially from this one player. This one player did absolutely nothing to help prevent this goal. The back line, I can't really blame. There's not really anything that they could really have done because they were holding the line. We don't have many player presence in the box, so they're thinking, worst come to the worst, is Mbappe is gonna go on the outside and cross it in. Foden tried, but not hard enough to really put any tackle on Mbappe. But this one singular player is the whole reason that this goal went in because he makes absolutely no effort whatsoever to fucking get back and try and double up on Mbappe. So yeah, this goal was definitely due to poor, poor, poor defending from Manchester City, especially this one player. Okay, so we're going to move on to the third and final goal. Okay, so this goal came from Camavinga giving away a free kick, and that's a whole topic for another video. Camavinga is a player I really like. I think he's really, really good on the ball. Very energetic, but he has a tendency to lunge into tackles. He has a tendency to give away stupid fouls, stupid penalties, and he was the one that gave away this free kick. And there's not really much to say here. It's a free kick. We have a line and a wall as you do with a free kick. This was a fantastic free kick from Marmoush. He absolutely whacked this off the crossbar. The only thing I could maybe say is that our players were a bit slow on the rebound, but honestly, that's a very, very harsh criticism because this ball could have really ended up anywhere. So after the free kick was taken, you can see the Man City players are the only one really anticipating anything here. All our players are literally still here. Think this is Alaba all the way, or Rudiger all the way over here. Not really gonna get anywhere near the ball. Rebound comes out to the City player, and it's a simple tap in. Easy as you like, really. Yeah. So this goal was just one of those goals where it's a fantastic shot by Marmoush. I can't really put it down to bad defending, but I wouldn't really say it was any brilliant play. It was a brilliant free kick, and it just luckily the rebound it actually hit off Courtois actually. So it hit off the crossbar, hit Courtois in the back, and it just landed perfectly for the City player to tap it in. So that's it. Yeah. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.